All right, this one I'm going to get right into it. So this episode is going to be I'm tired. So you may hear some cursing, some other things. So if you're uncomfortable with it, it's cool. You can just exit off this episode. It's I'm not offended, so it's cool. So me and my husband was talking about today just things that we were really tired of. A lot of things we're tired of, and it just don't make any sense. Like, for one, I'm tired of dressing up. I'm tired of dressing up for work. Why do I need to dress up for work? I'm talking about a suit, a dressy blouse, heels, slacks, all of that. Why can't I just have on some jeans and a t-shirt? My clients don't give a damn. They don't care. As long as I give great quality to my clients, they don't give a damn what I'm wearing. They probably are more relaxed if I do dress more casually. Because the first thing that people do when they get off of work, what they do, take off their clothes, take off their suit, take off their blouse, take off, clothes that they're not really wearing. They're only wearing it for work. But I'm just tired of dressing up. I just want the quality of the service, not what you look like. I'm not talking about wearing booty shorts and things like that. That's not what I'm saying, or pajamas. But if you want to wear some jeans and a damn t-shirt, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm tired of that. Or I'm also tired of just useless conversations when you're in an interview. It's the same damn generic conversation in every damn interview. Oh, what do you see yourself in 5 years? Or why did you want to get this job? Because I'm looking for a job. I have to pay bills. I'm trying to save up money. I would rather for people to be honest. You're asking me useless questions when it comes to this interview. And you already know that 99% of people are just going to lie and say things that you want to hear anyway. It's the perception that kills the fuck out of me. Just the perception of things I don't like. The perception is if you dress really nice, then you're going to give great quality of service. Or if you dress really nice, then you're a nice person, or you have etiquette. You already know there is people who ain't shit that dress nice and people who ain't shit that supposedly doesn't. It does not matter. Like I said, I'm not saying wear a booty shorts or just wearing pajamas every day. That's not what I'm saying. But if you want to put on, at times, some stretchy pants, some jeans, and a t-shirt, it should not be a problem. I'm also tired of just useless conversations when it comes to a meeting. Why the fuck am I in a meeting? And this literally could have been through an email, a quick phone conversation, not a 1 to 2 hour meeting about just dumb stuff that literally could have just been, like I said, through an email or something. I am so tired of that. I do not like just having small talk for no reason. I am a very business savvy person, meaning if we're talking about business, we definitely should only talk about business. I'm not the person in the meeting that I like all these side conversations about what you did this weekend and what are you doing on vacation. I don't give a damn. I'm going to be honest. I really don't care about what is going on in your life personally when it comes to a meeting. Now, after the meeting, that's cool, but I don't want to deal with that in a meeting and then it's taking extra long because people are talking about what they did, next weekend or this weekend, or what plans they have, or what they're cooking for dinner. I don't give a fuck. I do not care about any of that. It's just wasting time, and I just want to get to work. Now, if, your supervisor or someone's like, hey, we are done with the meeting. If you guys want to stay on more, or if you guys want to just sit and chat, that's cool. Give us the option. I'm not trying to go to a useless meeting where people are making side conversations and talking about things that doesn't have to do anything with work. For me, I'm tired of that. I don't want to be a part of anything of that. Another thing I'm tired of people who are very inconsiderate with time. That goes to the next stage of what I'm tired of. Time as in people are always late. And they say, oh, this is just me. This is my personality. If you tell me 3, you really need to tell me 2. No. You're inconsiderate. you're being selfish, and I don't have time for that. I'm tired of that. So if you're the type of person that's always late for things, or you're the type of person that likes to text people in the last minute or talk to people in the last minute when it comes to planning things, going out of town, going to dinner, anything like that, I'm not with that. I'm not for it. I'm big on people who communicate. So if you don't know how to communicate, or you think communicating in the last minute is cool, or that's who you are, please don't be around me. I won't be around people like that. I will drop you quick because you're very inconsiderate. That's not your personality. Well, I guess it is your personality. That's just not the personality that I am not going to associate myself with. So I'm tired of that. Let's see. There's just so much things I'm tired of. Oh, another thing, since we're talking about the subject. I'm tired of this damn alpha man, submissive woman type shit. I don't give a damn about any of that. It's the same guys who be having beards with bald heads, having an alpha male shirt talking about you're alpha. If you are an alpha male, your actions speak louder than words. You're not going to keep telling people you're an alpha man and you're doing the complete opposite. You talk a lot and you're not a doer. That doesn't make any sense. I'm tired of hearing about this is what you need to do to be submissive. Your actions speak louder than words. All this, I'm dominant and I'm submissive and all this stuff. I'm tired of that. Now it's being oversaturated. All that shit about what you have to do to be a man, what you have to do to be a woman. People don't give a damn about that. What you see is the perception. People love the perception of things, because outside of that microphone or outside of that platform, you're going to be with the same type of women you claim you hate or you don't want to be. You're going to be with the same type of man that you claim that you hate or you don't want to be around. You're just speaking to be speaking. Your actions and what you say are totally different. So I'm tired of that. I am so over that shit. That alpha man, submissive woman, what to do in a relationship, what not to do in a relationship, if you want to be married, if you want to have kids. Like, I am so tired of all of that. Because at the end of the day, you're going to do what you want to do anyway. And that slides into the next point. People who act like they want advice, but they really don't want advice. Like, they're asking you, oh, what do you think I should do? Like, there's some people who ask me, for example, oh, Shakira, what do you think I should do in this relationship? Or what do you think I should do? I'm picking between jobs, or I'm thinking about this, or I'm having this type of situation. What do you think I should do? And I'm not talking about a therapist to client situation. I'm talking about just a friendship, family members, things like that. So I separate professional things and personal. I separate it. I got better now. I used to have some boundaries with that, but I got a lot better doing that. So if someone's asking advice and they're really not going to take your advice, I can't stand that shit. What is the point of you asking me, and then when I give you advice, you're not taking it? And the whole point of that is, I believe that people just want validation. They want you to validate what they're going to do anyway. They didn't really want advice. They just want you to validate the bullshit that they were going to do. That's what they want. They just want a cheerleader to amp up and cheer the bullshit that they're going to do anyway. So I'm tired of people who act like they really want advice, but they really just want the validation of what they're going to do. Because you do the exact opposite. And it slides to the next point. When it comes to people asking for advice, I get tired of people who just talk about drama and talk about the same shit that they know they're not going to change. They're calling your phone talking about, oh, this is going on with me. And they keep saying the same old story, but they're not trying to change their actions. And I always say, and I got this from somebody, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. If you're going to keep doing the same things, you're going to get the same result. So I can't feel bad for you if you keep doing the same thing and then you're complaining about the same outcome. It's like, what the fuck did you expect? You're doing the same thing. You're not going to get the same outcome you're not going to get a different outcome because it's a different guy or it's a different woman or it's a different job. You're doing exactly the same thing, or you're claiming that you want to change and then the next day you're doing the same thing and act like we didn't even have this conversation. So it's literally about play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I am so tired of that shit. It's so many things that I'm tired of. It's just people who just very hypocritical. I mean, all of us has been hypocrites at one point in our life. Some most than others, but just really hypocritical. I just can't stand that shit. I'm like, you literally just said one thing and you're literally doing what you say that you don't like other people doing. It kills me. Or the people that call you just to vent on what they're going through. They're not calling you or texting you just to see really how you're doing. They may slide that in real quick, like, oh, hey, what's going on? And then they hurry up and say, well, girl, this is going on with me, or this is going on. And they're venting and they're dumping all this emotional baggage onto you, and they just leave it. And then when you want to do the same thing, they're not available, or they're like, oh, let me call you back real quick. Or, oh, I'm just not trying to hear that right now. I'm trying to be on some positive vibes. Girl, you was calling me almost every other day talking about your stuff. But when it comes to me wanting to vent as well, you don't have time. So that also goes into people who are not considerate. They're not considerate with your time. They're not considerate with your resources. They're not considerate of anything. And I think with my first episode, that's when I said about just being accountable. So we do have to be accountable, and I'm going to speak for myself. I do have to be accountable of what I allow, and that was based on experiences of the hope of me being hopeful of how people that I felt people would treat me. I felt that people would treat me how I would treat them, like being more considerate. Not saying that we won't make mistakes. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but try to become better with the mistakes that you've made, and you want to be a better person. A lot of people just want to stay the same. It's something about change and adapting to your environment. It gets hard for people. Changing their ways. People want to stay exactly who they are because that's who all they know. They don't know anything else. So when people are used to dumping emotional baggage onto you or treating you a certain way, it gets challenging to stop that behavior. So it's, even if somebody addresses it like, oh, I don't like when you do this, some people may be defensive, or some people may be like, okay, I'll change. But they know they're really not going to change. They're just saying that to make you happy. But I get tired of, people who are not being considerate of your time, or that just use you. It's one-sided. So how I am now is I am a big communicator. So if you do not know how to communicate, I am not the person for you. When it comes to friendships, when it comes to family members, like even in my relationship, like me and my husband both talk constantly about communication. I understand his communication style and he understands mine. So we understand the things that we need to fill each other's cup. And if we can't match that, then we need to work on ways to match that. But when it comes to anybody, I will address it. I am an addresser. If there's a problem, let's talk about it. Let's fix it. And if we agree to disagree and we need to resume, let's resume. But I don't like the lack of communication with people. I get so tired of that. Like I said, that could be your personality. That could be that you're so busy. I'm not with this shit. People will be available for things that they want to do. There is no excuse of why you cannot text or pick up a phone. But then you'll be on social media, or you'll be available for everybody else. But it's not the person who's really there for you. That shit irks me. So this episode's going to end. So I wanted to be quick with mine. So that's my I'm tired episode. So for the people who's still here, thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next episode.